All right, so everybody can see my screen.
Yep.
All right, good. All right, for starters, what is everyone having trouble with?
I know me, sometimes the entry point, like when I'm looking at the chart
Mm-hmm.
and I see that it could be a possible dip coming or, going up, the actual entry to enter the play. And I don't know, like I'm looking at the OR 5 and so probably the different time frames.
Okay. What else? So I can get an idea what I need to talk about tonight.
Pretty much say the same thing because I've still been kind of using the 5-minute OR, waiting for it to get outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes I'll go look at it and I've already missed it, or it's coming back up as reversing, but it's not outside the box, but still it's a good time to get in.
Mm-hmm.
And then also when to exit the play. And again, like the multiple time frames, I don't know if I need to well, I know we kind of already talked, we don't need to really be swinging anything. So I don't know if I'm giving the contracts enough time to do what they need to do or what.
Okay, so we can start with that. The idea right now is, of course, like I've always been saying, the institution know exactly what we're doing. If we don't have anything more than between 10 to 20 contracts, they automatically know that it's a retail trader. So they basically kind of like track us. Actually, they have an algorithm. They definitely track us and find out, hey, what's going on, how they can counteract that so we can lose money, because all the money that we lose goes to them. Majority of the money that we lose, with the brokers, yes, but majority of the money that we lose go to them because, of course, they counteract our plays that quickly because they have the resources, the money, the funding, that they can do that. We can't. Most of us can't. We have to wait. We have that $80, that $150 that we put into a play, and we are waiting until that bad boy hits our target or over, hits our 30%, 40%, and so forth, so we get out. And sometimes it would take longer than expected, like IBM today. I had a good entry with IBM, and I saw how the sellers and buyers were fighting for a good almost 30, 45 minutes. They were just fighting at that 141 level. And it was just ridiculous because I knew for a fact that, hey, once this bad boy passed 141, it will go up. It will skyrocket because I saw the levels that I needed to see for this stock to go up. Plus, I went on to TradyTix and look at the premiums that was bought. Everything was good. But then, of course, these institutions came in and took it down. Not that much, took it down enough where, I did exit with a little bit of a loss. But I think Eldora stayed in for a little bit. She got in. That's when they bought low and, of course, sold high. So right now we're, every time, every day, every week, every day, actually, I sit in front of this computer to chart SPY. I look at SPY, I look at QQQ mostly and SPX and see what's going on. I don't look at any other stock. Well, I do, but majority of the time I definitely look at SPY, QQQ and SPX to see exactly, even after hours, to see what happened during that day, what basically happened. And of course, with a lot of things like Tesla beat earnings. And what happened? We got screwed big time. Well, whoever went into the play, like myself, Eldora, and so forth, we got into the play and we got screwed. Why? Because they saw what we was doing and they counteracted that quick. So right now, this is the formula that I've been doing for a couple of weeks and so forth like that to pinpoint exactly how we can make money just by the support and resistance, just by certain levels that I see that we can use, and we won't just go into a play anymore. Of course, the orb is perfect. I love the orb. The orb works like magic, but we have to step it up a little bit by setting a little bit more support and resistance in the 5-minute orb. Okay, so that's basically another type of ammunition that we're going to be using to help us make trades. Okay, so here's the thing. What now, does everybody have these indicators on there? The 3 SMAs, the orb 5, and the order blocks?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
I do.
awesome. And the RSI?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. Now, here's what I do before anything now. All right. Let's look at it cheaply. Let's look at where's okay, let's look at ZOM again. Okay. ZOM, we did good at ZOM for the first couple of minutes. You see how it happened where I knew for a fact once the stock, these are the previous levels from the previous days. Okay, I know for a fact ZOM was moving up just a tad bit. Okay, so I set that level of that previous high and the previous low from yesterday and the day before. Okay, so I saw what was going on. So right now, ZOM was in a particular range. It was ranging. It didn't want to move up or down dramatically. So I was like, you know what? Okay, here's the plan. So I set the plan last night where anything above $89, we're going to go in. Okay, and anything below $87, we're going to play puts. Okay, so I set that on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, that's the only thing I look at. Of course, I look at the day to see where we're heading. So even before today, so let's block out yesterday. All right, I saw this yesterday. I saw this particular doji. So that doji means that it's on an upward trend. Okay, so that's what I saw there. That was good. Then I went back to the 1 hour, of course, and I set that particular support and resistance from the previous days. Okay, I seen for a fact, okay, if it passed 88 something, I just put it for 89 just in case. And then right here, the lowest was around, right here was around 87.46. So I just made it even to $87. Once that is set, the only thing I would do now is go ahead and go to my 5-minute and wait. Go to my 5-minute, then I would apply the orb. And sometime I would put the order blocks in, but I use it sparingly. Plus, I throw my SMAs in just to look at what's going on. So when that bad boy hit over and just said it, say, hey, it's over 89, boom. Okay, I wait. What I wait for is a retrace. Once it passed over that 89, you never go in. It's a good set. It triggered, yes, it triggered. Okay, that's number one. It triggered that 89, just saw it. Now, the only thing I was looking for is a retrace. Once I saw that retrace around 10:05 or so, that's when I told you guys to go in. We went in, we got in, made our 30%, and soon as we sold, look what happened. Went down. Just like that. Okay, so this is what I watch for. This is how I enter. I don't really go into the 1 minute anymore because there's a lot of noise going on with that. What I do, I just wait until it closes, and then the orb, of course, gets into the factor because it went over. It closes above the orb just slightly. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go in. So once this candle closes above that orb, I knew for a fact it's going to break that day's level and continue to go up. So it did that. It just slightly, I took a chance on it. Let me put it up closer. Just slightly, it went up. Then what I saw here, I went to my RSI, and like I told everyone, that RSI has to be above that MA. And once it was above that MA right here, I was like, you know what, this is a good shot. Let's try it. And it worked out perfectly for us. Okay, so that's what I saw. That's the only thing that I did. Only thing. Once this closed just slightly above, it went above, then sellers came in. It closed slightly below the orb, but I knew for a fact it was still going to go up a little bit. Why? Because this was a factor that it was over that MA. That RSI was over that MA. So that means to me, that was a sign of a continuation upwards. And I was right on that. It closed just a tad bit inside the orb, but yet the next candle, that's when we made our money and we got out about 5 or 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, boom, just like that. And then after that, after we made our money and got out, that bad boy just continued to go down throughout the day.
So do you get back in and play puts after that, or you just left it alone?
You can, but again, you still have to watch it. You can. And this is one of the reasons why I like about the order blocks, because the order blocks will tell you. Now, if I take out the orb and the SMA, what the order blocks will tell you, anything that's in red, the red bars, those are orders of puts premiums that was coming in. So this is when I didn't see this yet. I saw this doji. I was like, oh shit, it's going down. Let me go ahead and tell everybody to take profit. We took profit good. Everybody was over 30%. That was perfect. I was happy with that. And once that happened, the next the next candlestick on the 5-minute chart, that's when the order block came in of put premiums. And as soon as that order block came in of put premiums, it went down.
Now, Gay, in watching the order blocks, and I don't keep it on all the time either, but I noticed that it changes. It can be red and you can be watching it, and then it'll change from red to green.
It can,
and
yes.
it goes backwards, and those little flags, those green and red flags, they kind of go on and off, and then they go back and put it back after the fact. So I'm like, I guess there's nothing that guarantees, but I've watched those go from red to green and switch like within minutes.
Oh yeah, it do. It definitely do. It definitely do. This is when a lot of mental education come in, where of course you read the candlesticks, you read that pattern, and of course you use any other indicators that you may have, like the RSI. Once I saw this coming down, even if the order blocks wasn't in, and I only had the orb here, even with that, once that doji, once I see that doji, that next close, then I knew for a fact, you see that curve was coming down because it was oversold on the 5-minute time frame. It was greatly oversold right here, and it was going to turn. So you have to know exactly what the indicators represent, what they mean, or how they can work in your favor. Okay, so anything, of course, that's over, I set it for 70. Anything that's over or close to 70 or a little bit above, I know for a fact it's going to turn. So this is another thing that you have to watch also, is the oversold and overbought. I'm sorry, it's overbought. Oversold and overbought lines. That right there can determine a play too. Even if you don't even use orbs, you just use candlesticks and this RSI, or you can use the SMA. Even so, you see for a fact right here, let me take out the SMA just again. So even so right here, you saw that this was curving because it was overbought. So this curve would tell you that it will definitely go down. So this is another thing that you have to watch too. So it's a mental thing where you have to really know what you're looking at to see what's going on. And number two, even if you didn't, let's say you didn't play it now, and if you want to play puts, a guaranteed puts, with another thing that will show up eventually later on that day is this right here. What is this right here? Ah, come on. What is this here?
Is that a double top?
Exactly. And what does the double top represent?
It's going down.
And what happened?
And then went down.
Around. Yep, around. It went down. It always retraces. Now, this is another thing you have to watch too. The first orb plays a huge factor throughout the day. A huge factor. Remember, Eldora, when we was doing the 1 minute? Yes. Okay. And it has to break that
Yeah.
level, a certain, the first candlestick, whatever candlestick that was at 10 o'clock. This is what I'm talking about. This is another thing too here. So this opening candlestick on the 5-minute chart plays a huge factor because right now the sellers was trying to bring it below that 88.68 or 86, 88 and change. So they were trying. Buyers came in, pushed it up again. But then, of course, sellers came in, and then that's when the double top formed officially. And ever since then, it just continued to go down and it broke. Once it broke here, and if you wanted to play puts, and if you would have watched this all day or during the day, once that broke, puts would have been in order, ideal right here. And that would have been around 12:50, 1 o'clock.
That's what I think I'm going to start doing. I thought about that. Is just looking at one ticker all day.
You can do that. Yeah, you can do
That's
that,
all
or you can just set it up where you can have watch 2 tickers real quick. If
Yeah.
you know, if you can, where is
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, I can do that. You showed me that.
So you can watch 2 tickers all day if you want to, you know, play it safe. And this will be a great thing. Just set the orb on both and just basically watch it if you want to make, you know. And this is why I told you guys, pick your top 5 and the ones that's really doing good that day. And of course, it's, you know, you'll have your watch list here. Pick that list and just go for it. You know, me on the other hand, I have to look at other things because I have people, you know, like Regina and Adora that, you know, can handle the $400 or $500 premiums or $200-$300 premiums. And then I have other people that only could handle the $40 or $50 premiums and so forth. So this I could have, but then I have another screen here I look at too for that. So I'm basically all over the place. But once I'm all over the place, I always have these set up to see what's going on. Then I'll just probably look at trading ticks real quick to see what's going on with each and every ticker that I have set up. You know, I have 2 here, and then another screen, I have 2 here. Or you can do this too. Which if you only have one screen, you can do this too. You can have 2 tabs up and still set 2 different watch lists. So you can go back and forth like this, if you wish. But for the, you know, for you guys, especially for Regina, I would stick just to those 2 for now and watch those. Especially, I would probably put, especially if you have, let me get this out of here. All right, so especially if you're playing all the S&Ps, so I would probably have SPY up. Then if you're playing Apple or Tesla, I'll have that too. So I have Apple in one, then the next one I'll have SPY up here to see what SPY doing. And of course they coincide with each other. So if Apple moves down, SPY is going to move down. Okay, so if you look at SPY, you're seeing the direction that SPY is heading overall, but SPY is too expensive. You can still play Apple, you know, for like $60, $70 premiums and still make money off of it.
I didn't know Apple and SPY moved together.
I
didn't know Apple and SPY moved together.
But yeah, they're in the 500 Fortune, the S&P 500.
Okay.
Did they move together today? It seemed like today there was a little bit.
There were a little bit, you know, for instance, like Tesla messed us up a little bit. And also, you know, with Netflix. So Netflix was trying to do some things and And then Tesla, I was looking at Tesla most of the day, and that's another story with Tesla. Tesla's a
Yeah,
freaking idiot.
I wasn't fooling with them, especially with
Tesla's
earnings.
a-
I wasn't dealing with that at all.
and they did well during earnings, and they just happened to freaking fail.
I broke up with them today.
Yeah, Tesla. Yeah, I'm not saying anything more about Tesla right now. I was cussing the crap out of Tesla today. I was cussing the crap out of Tesla. So this is the way that I do it. So if you want to set it up just like this for those two, Regina, by all means, just look at that. Put the orbs on both ticker. If you want to do, even if you want to do one, if you want to do a semiconductor stock, set that up there. Or if you want to look at NEO or LCID, set it up right here and just look at it. Set it up for the 5 minutes, look at it and look at both instead of like trying to type it in and mess up. You can have two screens real quick and take care of it just like that.
Yeah. And Gabe, when I was doing that, I was good. And then when I start putting in trading ticks with my plays,
Mm-hmm.
I started messing up.
Now with Tradie Ticks is, here's the thing I found about Tradie Ticks. Their algorithm is good, really good. I would say at least 70, 80%, but you really have to look. You really have to look at the plays. And just by saying that, let's go to Tradie Ticks. So with the option flow, live option flow. Now, do you guys understand what the bid and ask is?
Yes.
Can you explain to everybody?
Oh, Gabe. Okay, so the
I
ask,
understand it.
the ask is the coupon price, and the bid is the selling price.
The ask is what the seller. Ask is what the seller is asking for you to buy that
Buy it,
contract.
yes.
Mhm.
Bid is what the buyer is willing to pay for that contract.
Exactly. That's
I
what
said.
it is. That's what it is. And for that, there's a formula to that. And what you have to look at, number one, is the premium. Okay. Now, if it's a spread, I would take out the spread. There's a button here for non-spread. Take out that because that will mess you up too. Because right here, there's 3.3 million. It's a put and a call together. So I would, and then you're thinking, oh man, it's going to go up or it's going to go down at the put because they bid for that particular price. Oh yeah, it's going to go down, but in actuality, it may go up because they're doing a spread. And for the spread, they're just saying, hey, if it goes up to this price or go down to this price, I'll be safe. I'll still make money, but I'll be safe. I'm just bidding or buying the contract a little cheaper sometimes. It's just saying that, hey, if it reached this, I'll make money. If it reached this, I'll still make money some type of way. So if you eliminate the spread, see how a lot of spreads come in. If you eliminate the spread, you'll see a lot more of what's going on with the contract. So let's go into details what the option flow is. With the option flow throughout the day, the only thing that is telling you is that even if it's an institution or a group of people. Now with a sweep, that means a lot of calls, they sweeped it for one particular price. Okay, for that 433 strike price, 137,000 premium, which is okay. I like it. The volume was good, but I want something, I look for anything over 200, 250. Then I know for a fact it will move because it has a lot more liquidity in that particular strike price to get out of it real quick. Now, SPY, you can get in and out fast out of it because they do have a lot of liquidity, but anything over 250, that's what I go for because you can get in and out real quick. All right. A second thing, what I look for is the expiration. This week's expiration, like for tomorrow, you can see tomorrow there's going to be a lot of puts on QQQ and SPY. A lot.
How can you see when you say a lot, is it because there's more puts than calls? Or are you looking at the over 250,000?
I'm looking at there's more puts than calls.
Okay.
There's more
And what is
calls.
split Gabe?
The split is this, they split it in half. Like you can see this particular person here. Perfect example. This here, it's the same person doing the same strike. They just did it. They just bought it just like a couple of cents difference. You see how they bought it a couple of cents? The first
Yeah.
one was at 437.98. So they made that order for 130, the premium for 134,000. Boom. Okay. Then they came in a couple of minutes later while it was going up and bought it again, another split. Okay. Another split. Same strike. You see that? Same strike, but they bought this for 142. So they just basically split it up. So
Okay.
this right here could be an institution where, you know, like on what do we call it? Like TD, they have their stockbrokers in-house, right? So I could have called in and say, hey, I want to put SPY in for, I want to do a put for tomorrow. I have 134,000 to put in. Okay, boom, your order's in. Then Regina called me seconds later, say, hey, I want to buy some SPY put. I got 142,000. I want to put it in. Okay, so minutes later, this is what happened. We don't know what institution, we don't know who, but this is what's called a split. The same person, me, I did it for you, Eldora, and then Regina called me minutes later and say, hey, I want to go in on this particular strike price at 440. So that's just what it is, a split. So they just split it up.
What's a sweep?
The sweep is when they go big. The sweep is when they're like, okay, I'll put everybody in one pool and go in. So I can have Regina send me her money, Eldora send me her money, Jerome send me his money, everybody else send me their money, and I'll go ahead and set it up as a sweep, but different names. So once I make money, I have to distribute that money. So that's a sweep. So all in one. Okay. Go ahead.
And if it's blank, just don't worry about it, because I see some of those large.
Yeah, some of them are blank. Yeah, some of them are blank.
And just,
some of them are blank. I don't know why, but some of them are blank. Like this here for the big money, it's blank. I guess they don't want to be, they don't want to know, whatever the case may be. It doesn't really matter. The only thing I look for is either the caller puts or the bid or the ask. So this person bought a put, or this institution bought a put, 255,000 worth of premiums at the ask price.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they wanted to go in fast. They wanted that order to be filled fast. Okay, so whatever I asked for blah, blah, blah price. It's like, all right, cool, let's get it. You know, instead of them trying to bid or go down on the price, they just want to go in real quick because they knew something was about to happen. So when I see the ask, I like the ask because I know for a fact they want to go in real quick and make money.
Okay.
You understand that? So that's the difference between the bid and the ask. The ask is what the seller is asking for. Okay, whatever price it is at that 440. So if it's 440, and they bought 759 contracts at $250,000. Okay, I'll buy it. Okay, then this person bought QQQ puts, but they bidded that 340 strike price. They bid a little bit at 1,000 contracts for $3.2 million. So that right there at the bid, they said, fuck it. The seller said, all right, I'll take it. Because that was a lot of money. That was a lot of money. So they bid that price a little bit lower. They got what they got for QQQ for puts for, well, this is a long way though. So it really doesn't matter. This is for 2023. But if you know what I'm saying, the bid and the ask is totally different. The ask is when people want to get in. Now, you know how sometimes when I tell you guys, hey, go in real quick, and a lot of people, when you click that sell button and you see the bid, mid, and ask, that's what I'm talking about. And sometimes when you don't get filled, that's because 70% of the time, you probably hit the bid by mistake sometime.
No, I just be trying to negotiate.
Negotiate. Well, then you did. Then that's what you did. You hit the bid.
Like the blue light specials.
Yeah, you click the bid. Instead of the ask, you click the bid, which is perfectly fine, because now if you know for a fact that SPY may go down a little bit within a couple of minutes and go back up, then that order will be filled majority of the time. So you're right. You did, you know what you're doing. You did good. But for like a quick play, I'll just go ahead and go to ask and just let it fill real quick so I can get into the play real fast and make some money. But you're doing it good. You're doing it good. You negotiating. So you know exactly what to do with these.
Yes.
And that's what I like. And that's what I want everybody to learn, the bid and the ask. Below bid, yep, somebody was begging for them to go down on the price, and finally they actually did, because it was a lot of people. They actually bought it for what's this, for the 25th? Oh yeah, for the 25th. So they got filled. So I don't even look at the below bid. I just look at the bid and ask. And if you see anything else as above ask, this is a gold mine. Above ask meaning, okay, let's say for painting costs $3,000. I'm asking for $3,000. And Regina came in and said, hey, I'm going to give you $3,500. What you're going to do? Take it.
Yeah.
For that $2.5 million. So anything that you see above ask, that's a gold mine. That means that person knows what's going on, wants to get in as soon as possible. So now they're looking for that 520 for May 20th for $2.5 million of SPY being around 121. And let me show you why this is a good one. Let's chart it, because I want to chart this too. I didn't see this
Before
yet.
you leave from there, where are you at? You at the profit page? Where you at?
Live option flow.
Okay.
So let's click SPY for a minute. Let's go to SPY. Let's get out this out. Let's take this out. There's another indicator I want you guys to learn, but this is so hard. I'll tell you that later. I think I might do it.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Every week. This HPV2. Oh yeah. This is, let me show you real quick. Let me show you what it looked like. It's gonna pop up, still populating. This here is, you see this?
Oh, heck no.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is what's called a harmonic pattern.
Okay.
Harmonic patterns, but yeah, this is another one that you guys, yeah. Once you learn everything else, I'm going to show you how to use this. Once I saw this, because I know the harmonic pattern, I don't really use it because it's really time consuming when I chart it myself, because you really have to look exactly where the pinpoints are. I used to do it manually, but then when I found this here, once it populated, I knew exactly what it was doing. But anyway, let's go to SPY. So we're in SPY right now. This above ask of saying that, hey, he want this, you know for a fact that SPY is going to go down further. So he got the strike price at 421. He paid, or they paid, or institution paid 2.5 mil. Why? All right, let's go to SPY. Let's go to SPY on the weekly, because of course it's a month out. I want to see what's going on every week on it. So what this person is saying, and let me draw a quick level. So this is a level, this is a recent level here. This is a recent level here. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on. And I'm going to show you exactly what I see, guys. So right now, what I just did, I went on the weekly because of this particular play that's ending May 20th, 2022, next month. So exactly 30 days or 29 days from now, this person bought a $2.5 million premium above ask. So he went way above and beyond to get this contract for a put on SPY. Why? Let's see. So what I'm seeing is, again, I'm in the weekly, so I'm showing certain levels that I look for to see what's going on. So this is a straight diagonal line. It covers all the way from October 20th until today. So what I'm seeing now that since October 26th, SPY has been on a nice uptrend a little bit until it reached around November 29th of last year. It did some consolidation and it did not move above this 481. Okay, so that was not, well, actually the 479, well, let's say 480. So SPY hasn't moved above 480 since January 3rd. Ever since then, it's been on a downtrend. It was trying to go up and it went down again. So within a 30-day time period, it's showing that SPY may go up just a tad bit and continue down. Now, here's that 421 level. You see that? So let me take this out right here. So this level here is that 421, 415. So this right here is that 421 level. How do I know that? Let's go to about 420, 421. I can see for a fact right here, once I click that, I see for a fact that SPY hit that 421 level, went down a little bit, hit it again, and it penetrated that support. I'm sorry, that resistance just a tad bit, went down, and ever since it penetrated at 421, it went up. Okay, so what this person here is telling me that this price may go back down because right now SPY is at what? 438. So they're anticipating on SPY to go down around what, 16 points, $17, which is easily accessible within 30 days. So they anticipate on SPY to hit this level, this previous level right here. And as you can see, it was trying to break it 3 times. 3 times it was trying to break that 321 and it failed. So what that seller's saying, hey, within 30 days, it's going to break that 321 and I'm going to get paid. So they have 30 days for SPY to move around 15 bucks. That's a gamble.
Mm-hmm.
And it can happen. That's a huge gamble. That's a $2.5 million gamble.
Expensive gamble right there. He got something to play with.
Yeah. They got something to play with. And they went above and beyond to get that strike. So they went above ask. So whoever asked for that price, whatever the premium was, actually, Eldora, go to the premium for 521. See how much it is for 520 on SPY put. And the premium, the strike is 421.
And which date?
520.
520. Okay.
Let's see what comes up.
And that's put for 420, you said?
421.
421. The ask is 487.
487.
For the put.
For the put, let me see. So. Yep. Just about. So the original for that price would be 2,462,000. So they actually went above and beyond, bought a couple of 100,000, added to it to get this price, to get this contract. So something is brewing on 520 for them to add that. So we definitely going to watch this. So the original, if you wanted to buy it now at 5,056 contracts, it would have cost you 2,462,000 and some change. But he went above and beyond and gave the guy a little bit more just for the effort. That's sick. That's just money. So that's right there can tell that right there is telling a lot of story on SPY. So they're anticipating, and you can see it too. They're anticipating, oh shit, I just saw something else too, real quick. I just saw something else. Wow. Come on, man.
You see a scissor top? What you see?
Right there. What you see here?
Double.
Yep. A double
those-
top.
Are there scissors over to the left too? I think I see scissors to the left as well. Right
Scissor?
there.
Where? Right here?
Yep. They look alike.
Oh yeah, the tweezers.
Tweezer.
Yeah, the tweezers.
I'm not tweez, I cut too. So
Yeah, but the tweezer, yeah, the tweezer tells a lot of story too. Once that double tweezer went down. So
Yeah.
this here was a little bit of a tweezer. It matched up just a slight bit by a couple of dollars, but still it went up. So right now, this person saw some good shit. And that's what I want you guys to see too. So just by this, we evaluated together. And we just saw right here, one of the major things is the double top. So that he's anticipating on that bad boy to go back down to this level of that 420, 415 level and continue up. Now you see how easy that was with just learning just the basics of charting, support and resistance, certain levels. Okay. And you can see it right there in front of your eyes. And we did it together. I didn't even go into it today until we just, looked at it. So this here is a major factor, that double top. Double top. And it was
But then
trying
it
to
could also make a triple top though, right?
It can, but
Okay.
SPY really, I rarely see SPY do a triple top. It was 1, 2 here, 1, 2. So it's really 1, 2 here, 1, 2 here. Then it had some double bottom. It had a double bottom here, went up, double bottom here, went up. So it's rare that SPY had a triple top. This is back in 2013. So from right now, it's rare that it had a triple top, but that right there confirms it right here. Plus it's in a range. It has been in a range since September, but this is a weekly though. So it's still been in a range, but just these particular levels here, let me show you. This level, come on, man, work for me. Yeah, so this level's here, this level here, and these major levels here. So that's telling us right now that he's anticipating on SPY to go back down to these levels, and that level, and look at the price. 421, 422, 422. So he could be right.
So when it go there, we think it's gonna pop back up. Go back.
It's gonna
up.
pop, yeah, it's gonna pop back up. But he did a put, so he's anticipating on that bad boy to go down within 30 days. So he's gonna make money. If SPY continue and this doji, this upside down doji, that represents bullish, bearish sentiment. 60% of the time.
Whenever I trade SPY, I always go further out for the expiration.
Mhm.
Just because SPY gonna move,
SPY, yeah, SPY has been crazy to well, not really chart, but to play, especially when day trades.
Right.
SPY has been crazy because SPY move like no other. But see how we just found out what is going on and what their mindset was for this. So their mindset was right here. So they looked at all the particular levels. They looked at it was going down. It went up. It was trying to break that 420. It went all the way down as 411 back in February, but then it bounced back up over the 420 and continued up. So he's anticipating on it going back down to that 420, 419 area, as I put the arrows, is anticipating going back down and shooting back up. So this is a tricky move. This is a lotto move. This is a fuck it move. They said, you know what? Like I do. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go. Let's go in. And 80% of the time, I'm right when I just say fuck it. Let's go in. So this move right here was a fuck it move. They spent 2.5 million above the ask for it. And this person spent 108,000 above. So they're anticipating on SPY to go down a lot. Wow, 431. They're anticipating on it going down. 420, 422, 421, 418. Shit. And this is for the following month in June. 2.5 million. Wow. So SPY is having a lot of put plays. But there are calls, vaguely some calls, but shit. It looks like June. And here's another thing I want to show you. So now June, look at June. June is going to be a bad month for SPY.
That's quite witching.
It is, isn't it?
June.
Yep. June is going to be a bad month for SPY. So let's click on SPY and let's look at the seasonality. Where's the seasonality of SPY? Ooh, look at this June. 15 million in premiums
My
for
God.
puts. Look at that. 8 million for the 17th. 15 million, 8 million, 7 million. These are $1 million. Oh, wow. So we better get our we better get our SPY calls, make some profit real quick. But after June, beginning of June, oh yeah, people know already. Look at that. That's crazy. And look at this. Whew. Wow, look at the volume heat map. So for June, yeah, that's crazy. Now, one thing I want to show you too real quick. Let's go here. Let's see something. Where is it?
They don't have it for ETFs.
The
Only
season.
for stocks.
No, I think they. Was it stocks or? Hold on. I know they. I know they have SPY seasonality.
Oh, probably on the stocks.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, SPY seasonality right here. So for June, you see that it was coming up, it was going up, and then it's going to go back down. Yeah, so yeah, you see that curve? So this is for June. Woo, SPY's gonna get eaten up.
We gotta have our put game strong.
Mm-hmm. SPY's gonna get eaten up. So that's good. So now we know, starting June, we gotta really be careful on certain calls or certain plays. But yeah, SPY, look at this shit. That's a lot. Above ask, above ask, above ask. People bid, they got it in, ask, ask, ask. So people were just buying for June. But yeah, Trading Ticks is good. You know, I still use it. I still use the profit. I look at the profit in the bullseye. I still use it a lot. This is how I got Oxy today. We banged up on whoever played Oxy with me. We got good on Oxy. Remember I was telling you about the other day about Zen, about that swing play? I got Zen from here. Zen made a killing, but Zen was expensive. Zen premium was about $1,100. And I think I made about 600, 700 off. Yeah, 720 something off of Zen. I had it hold for 2 days. I was scared as shit, but I held it. So this bad boy.
You did a swing? You did a swing? Oh wow.
Yeah, believe it, right? Everybody down swing, but I saw the confluence in it. So I just did it. But there's a lot to learn. But yeah, so let's go back. Let's do some charting real quick. Let's do a quick charting. Adora, give me a stock you thinking about playing tomorrow.
Let's go with Snap.
Oh, Snap earnings was bad today. Oh
Yeah,
no,
that's what I
Snap
was
earnings is
saying.
tomorrow.
No, that's earnings today. They missed it. I've got to put at Power Hour.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. So I put the orb on real quick to see the previous days, right? So Snap, then I look at the previous levels on the hour. So I see for a fact Snap had this is a particular level. This is an interesting level for Snap. So Snap levels, major levels was right here. Actually, a little bit lower. That's one level. And then this is another level. So since Snap didn't beat earnings, here's what I want you to do. This level here is what? 2770. So Snap, let's do one more level just in case of the institutions, just in case. So this other level was right here. Okay, and can someone explain why I picked those levels just by looking at the chart?
The touches.
Yeah. And those touches was here and here. Those are the two major touches for Snap. And I never played Snap, so we're probably gonna play it tomorrow too. All right, so these are the two major touches, right? So right now it's really kind of like in the middle. All right, so this previous touch back in March, and this is a 1 hour chart. This previous touch back in March, it touched it, the 2876 region, and shot back up, and it went up dramatically. So it had some good plays. Now, what it was trying to do before earnings is to do the same thing like it did back in March, and it was setting up to do so. So with earnings, that bad boy is going to go down. Now, how much do Snap move per day? I say Snap move around $1.34. Let's say $1.34. Let's say around $1.50 Snap moves, right? So Snap moves around $1.50. Let's go back to the hour. So if Snap goes down to this 2766, so it's around $1 and change right here. So that's good. And above here too, it's around $1 and change. All right. So those are the previous levels. So what I'm looking, or what you want to do, Eldora, is go to the 5 minute real quick. It was trying to do its thing. And once it opens up, if it falls below or any time throughout that day, these are your levels that you're going to look for. If it falls below here, below that 2771 mark, it falls, it retraces to that 2771 mark, and you see a sign of going down, that's when you're going to enter puts. Okay. Same thing for calls. And what we're going to look for calls is if it breaks that $30 3021 breaks, retests that 3021, and you see signs of going up, that's sign of going up right here. Come on. That's when you should enter long. And again, for puts, if it falls below that 2770, all right, falls, good. It retraces back up, and you see sign of it going back down. And remember, you have to look at certain levels. If it goes below, once it hit that, if it goes below the MA, that's a beautiful sign. Also, these SMAs too, if it goes below that SMA underneath, that's a beautiful sign to go down. And if you want to throw in your orb, that'd be a third confirmation. If it goes under that orb, all three confirmation is intact, go for it. Okay, but watch the 5 minute. But chart it on the 1 hour chart it on the 1 hour, look for those important levels, like right here. Once you set those levels up, go to the 5 minute and wait for it to do what it needs to do, either way.
Okay.
All right. Regina, what you got? Oh, before that too, let's do something else real quick. I'm sorry, Regina. Let's go to Snap. Let's see what they bought, because a lot of stuff was bought after hours too. And whoo, yep. You see how that jumped real quick from 172 to 176?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody saw that. Okay. That jump. Let's look at Snap. See what Snap got going on. Well, this was closing. So it was bullish, of course. It had that bullish sentiment, but then after earnings, that all is going to go out of the window. So Snap for 422.
Mixed bag.
Yeah, it's a mixed bag, but I see the 422s is puts. Majority of them are puts, 422. So let's go to short expiry. We clicked on short expiry. When you click on short expiry, it will just give that this week's expiration, or this week's, next week, probably 2 weeks, within 2 weeks of expiration. So if you look at all these expiration, a lot of people was anticipating on Snap to go up, but there's a couple of people that got into some puts, not much. The premiums are low on Snap. Then you got 114,000 put at bid. And you got 107 for a put sweep to $24. So see, that's the strike that they anticipate on for $24, right? So remember what I charted real quick? That is what you're anticipating on, for it to retrace from that $27 and move a couple of dollars down. So your strike will be that either I would say between $26 to $27 to $24, depending on which one you can afford or you want to go into for the puts. All right. And let me look at one more thing on Snap before I go to the next. Yeah, this is going to go out the window because a lot of people are anticipating on Snap to hit. But then look what happened. Somebody knew something. Oh no, that's 429. 422 calls came up, puts came in around the 27 mark. So yeah, you see what I'm saying? You see that?
Mhm.
That's perfect. So we're looking at it for hit that 27 and go lower. All right, because they know for a fact that these levels are the levels, the 27.70, and then I'm showing that $27 is the put strike. So that's perfect. So if you want to go below 20, depending on what it opens up tomorrow, if it opens up around and I know it's going to open around probably around the 28 area, 28.50 area. If it opens up here and goes down, definitely go for puts.
Okay.
All right. Woo, yeah. Puts coming in. Put out, you see that put volume came in. Look at that put volume. Put volume came. More put open interest came in on that. Oh yeah, so yeah. Just look out for that.
Okay.
Let's see, 422, 800. All right. Next up, Regina. Regina, you there?
Sorry, I was muted.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been trading, but I've been looking at Amazon and SPY, and then AT&T.
Which one you confident in?
None of them. I haven't been trading. I quit last week.
You bet, girl. Whatever. Let's look at T.
Look at T.
Let's look
Yep.
at T. T is cheap.
I got busy with my business this week, so
All right, let's look at T. Let's
I was
look
making
what's
more money
going on.
making shirts.
Let me take all of this out. Leave the orb for a bit. So T did good during earnings. Did really good. So here's my anticipation on T. It looks like it's setting up for a slight bull flag a little bit because it didn't really do much. So this indication, this last one indication is of calls coming in from today. All right. So what I would do, let me take all this out. T is very simple. T levels are these two right here. So T levels will be the 2037. And since this spiked up since, what was it? Today, and this was another level, as you can see, and how I saw that is easy. The first level that caught my eye was this level here. Because you see how I was trying to break that 2037 once, 2, 3 times, and it went down. That's a good, important level to watch. Then the second level is here, where it was trying to go down. It went up. Remember, I always tell you, anything that goes up that high, always retrace, no matter what. Any stock, it always retraces down. So it went up during earnings, early around, at 9:30. So around 10:30, it was trying to retrace down. It's always going to do that, and then it continued up. So from 11:30 until 1:30, it would have made, you would have made some profit from here. Then it went down. So what I'm looking for T to do tomorrow is either if it goes down below, and I highly doubt it. We're going to check the live flow real quick. But if T goes down below that $20 mark, okay, goes down to the $20 marks, breaks it, retrace back up to the 20, it will continue down, but I highly doubt it. What I'm looking for is for T to break that 2037, retrace down to that 2037, and continue up. But I'm in favor of it being more bullish than anything. So now that is set for you on the hour, okay? The only thing you need to do now is go to the 30-minute and to the 5-minute and wait. So let me take this off. Let me take this off. So this is what the levels that I have for you. So
Okay.
let's go here real quick. And see what T is talking about. So T is bearish. Of course, it's going to be a little bearish, of course, because it had that high earnings move. So whatever goes up must come down. But it was in a range all day. So either it's going to go up or it's going to go down. So let's look at the option flow. So this is the weekly premiums that ends. What's this? 520, 522. Wait, T don't have weekly. T don't have weekly.
Oh, yeah, it does. I thought it did.
422. Look at it.
Let me see.
They do.
So why isn't it showing up?
Oh, it's 522, and the next one, yeah, it is.
So does it have?
weekly.
It
has
has weekly. It has weeklies.
Okay, but here so far, I'm looking at the $19 range for calls and the $20 range for puts. Let's see something. All right, so if it goes up and goes back to that 20, it's going to shoot up. But T doesn't move that much a lot. So on the 5-minute, I'll definitely throw my orb in. and see what's going on. See if it breaks that particular orb level like it did right here around 1225. It broke it. It went up slightly and it retraced it back down. It was trying to go up. So this is in a range. I would wait till these two break either or direction, just to be on the safe side. And we go in, and I don't want you to stay all day. Just go in if the timing is right, depending on when you go in or when time frame or time that that T breaks that plane, either the support or resistance, that you're looking at no more than 30, probably like 20 minutes to stay in there to get out. Because once it broke that orb at 1225 here today, it retraced around 1245. See, so that 20 minutes, 20-minute top to make some profits and get out. 20-30 minutes tops. Okay, but it depends on which direction that T falls under.
Okay, it doesn't have a lot of open interest though.
T,
Uh-huh.
it has a lot or doesn't?
It does not.
Yeah, it doesn't. Not this. Yeah, not this
compared to most stuff, you know.
Yeah, like 51,000. It's under 100,000, except for next month. Next month have a lot more calls than anything.
Yeah.
Let's see something else. Yeah, the calls are okay. You know, the volume are okay here and the ratio. So yeah, the calls are coming in, but not that much. Let's look at here for 422. Yeah, it's not that much. 6,000, 2,000, 3,000. Let's look at another one real quick.
What you playing tomorrow? What are you playing tomorrow?
SPY 0 DTE.
Okay.
I have some other charts that I'm not even going to chart anything because tomorrow is 0 DTE day. We're not going to do any swings. We're not going to do anything else but snipe the crap out of these calls. So I'm looking at SPY and Tesla. FB, that's another one that owes me some money. So FB is in a range. And look at FB. FB, see, I did that double bottom and it went up dramatically. So what I'm looking for FB to do, hopefully by next week, not even tomorrow, I know it's going to go down. I'm looking for FB to go up just a little bit like it did here. And this is perfect. Perfect type of retracement that I always talk about. See how it go up? It retraces down. And once it retraces down, it skyrocket. All the time, I don't care what stock, it always retraces either upwards or downwards, no matter what. To get in on a long, you have to wait till it breaks whatever plane, retraces back before it goes back up. Always. Don't just go in blindly because you've seen, oh shit, okay, this next one here, okay, I'm gonna go in. No, wait for the retrace and go up. And that's why I always say, hey, hold tight, that's what I look for before going in. I'm like, all right, hold tight. This is next, hold tight. I look down, I make sure it retraces it. It does what it needs to do before whatever direction I call it, either call or put, we go in. All right, so with this one here, with FB, I'm looking at the same thing. I'm looking at probably move up to this level here of 191, go back down to that 186 before it shoots up. And I see it has earnings here. So let's look what FB has for earnings. So earnings on FB is what? April 20. Oh, next week. Uh-huh. Next week got a lot of puts. So they're anticipating on FB to go down again. But somebody being risky at 205 with calls, they're going to get stomped out. Let me see here. Here, the net flow is okay. Now let's look at for, what is it, the 28th, right? So that's 6-7 days. So let's look at a 5-day period. So it looks like that net flow for FB is good as far as calls are coming in for the next 5 days, but that price is still going down. So we'll see. FB is still one to watch.
Yeah. I made money off of FB.
Still, yeah, the puts is, but this one here wants to go up and it needs to break that plane. Once it go over, is severely undersold. Severely. Look at it. It's above the 20, the 30 line. So severely undersold. So once it makes that move upwards, retrace, and signage of going up, that's when we should go in. But if it breaks this, goes down, retrace, and goes down further, another sign of puts. So tomorrow, I'll just be looking at SPY, probably Tesla and FB. But for some cheaplies, Apple, F and Neo. Because I think Neo is going to go down a little bit and F going to go
Look
down
at
just a bit.
American Express guy. Oh, I don't know if any of the other people on the line had anything. Sorry.
Jess, you got anything, Jess?
No,
Jerome?
I skip
I was
tomorrow.
gonna say either Apple or CRM. I see CRM had a pretty nice fall today. Could have made some money.
Shit. Damn. CRM haven't seen these levels. God damn, CRM broke some planes.
I'm disgusted. I did it on my watch list where I watched it go from $19 to now it's worth 126. Disgusting.
Yeah. See, this is a particular level that it went to. It retraces back. It was trying to go up, retrace back, and then it broke and went down. So this is an important level. All right. This is from back in 2020. Okay. So obviously, right now, it's going to go down further. Because see, it broke that, those previous levels, and it's continued down. So the next level I see it's going down to is right here. And the reason why, right here, and right here. So right here, it was trying to break that 167.88, 1, 2, 2.5 maybe, and it didn't. Then it finally broke back in January 2020. It went up, went down, retraced, and went back up. So these are key levels. So right now, if push come to shove for tomorrow, CRM probably another put for, yeah, more puts on CRM. And if we go to CRM real quick and see what's going on, I guarantee there's going to be a lot of puts for this week. And sure enough, there's puts for that 185, 190 level, right? You see that? You see those prices? And people, and today they bought it, whatever they bought it, they made some money. So people made money today. Whoever bought these, last week or this week, knew what was going on, what was going to happen, and it happened exactly. So they made some money.
Big money.
Mm-hmm.
Killed them. So they've been dropping pretty much all week, huh?
Oh, yeah. Now, here's another level that you got to watch, the 165 level. So people are buying, they're buying that 165 level, thinking that's going to go up by next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And look what happened. So they bought for that 165 level. So yeah, it might happen. See how it went back to that 168, 167. So that's like $1 and some change difference. So this person knows, and he bought it today. This is the premium that people bought today for that strike price. So they bought today. We don't know the date yet. Probably this day here. So they bought today for that 165 at 165 strike. So they're saying that, okay, it's going to fall down further to that 165, 167 level before it goes back up.
By when?
We don't know.
No, we don't know.
Because for next week, for this week and next week, there's been a lot of puts. But then, even for for May, there's still puts, but somebody bought some for that 200 strike. Somebody bought a couple of people bought a 989,000 worth of calls. But if you see here, the net flow for this week, until tomorrow too, the net flow is heavy. So they're anticipating on it. Yeah, they're anticipating on it going down further
tomorrow.
Now, if you look at, let's say 30 days from now, shit, still more. It might go up, but it's going to go back down. So yeah, you might want to play puts. Oh, you definitely got to play puts with this.
So are you confirming what Trading Ticks is saying with the chart? Because I know at one point I was relying kind of on Trading Ticks and I was just kind of wrong. So you're confirming that with the chart?
Yeah, I'm confirming it with the chart. Yes, definitely confirm with the charts. Now I see what's going on where the institution are buying what strike date to expiration, and what strikes. Okay, these are the strikes and these are the expiration dates. So I'm seeing, okay, where it's going on. Then, there's a lot of stuff right now that's confirming that it's going to be puts. Right here, this is the 1 day to expiration. More puts are coming in. This is 422, that's tomorrow. All you see is puts, no green signal for CRM. Right there, okay? Then you chart it, and you see for a fact that those levels were broken before. These levels were broken, and now it's going to go further down just for tomorrow. We don't know what next week holds. I don't just plan for the next week's, depending on which stock I look at. But so far, CRM, and it's way oversold.
Is it?
Way oversold. So it's way oversold here. So, and then the expirations are due tomorrow. So a lot of people are going to basically lose if they went into calls. But if they went into puts, they're going to make some money and they're going to cash out. So that's what you might. Go ahead.
But I'm sorry, Gabe, is way oversold. Doesn't that mean calls at this point?
Depending. It depending. Yes, it definitely needs.
You say depending because. You say it's dependent because for one, it's Friday, so a lot of people might not get calls tomorrow.
They're just going to sell off. But remember now, I was looking at it's oversold at that 1 hour, right? It's going to go down a little bit further. Plus tomorrow, majority of the people is going to sell off, and hopefully it'll bring the price up just a tad bit. But people still have puts for that day and next week. So it might go down a little bit further until May. May is iffy. Only one good couple of calls, but that's at that 200 strike. So right now it's at 177. They're anticipating it on going. Get out of there. They are anticipating on CRM to go down just a little bit further.
Shoot all the way up.
Okay, and then shoot up back to the 200, but that right there ain't until next month. But so far, I see a lot of puts.
What about when you just did that? Go back to that where you just at. 1 second. I was just trying to see something. Yeah. So those that 67 and 67.3 and 69.4 aren't those calls?
Right there? Those are calls. For it to be a good call, I would like to see it green like this, light green.
Oh, okay.
Those are still calls. Yeah, I would like to see it light green. That means heavy calls coming in. Those are okay calls because it might jump up right after tomorrow. Remember, after tomorrow, everything is going to bounce up because all the contracts are sold and they're starting anew. You remember that. So now couple of people are anticipating on it to go up just a tad bit after it either breaches or touch this by tomorrow. Then it might slide up just a little bit. Now that's what they're catching the retracement portion of it. Because overall, CRM is in a downtrend. Overall, if you look at the day, You can see that it's making lower lows and lower highs. So overall, remember, the trend is your friend.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's in a downtrend like crazy. Now, next week, yes, we might catch, if it goes down here, we might catch a little run up, that retrace, and still make money. So this is what these people are anticipating on. It's not highly green, but they're saying, hey, it might go up. I might catch some plays. Remember, whatever goes down must come up. We don't know how long, but it must come up.
True.
And vice versa, especially with stocks. It has to reach a certain level before it either retest it or go down or go up, depending on which support or resistance that you set your levels to. Okay. Even let's say if you don't even want to use Trading Ticks, or if you don't have ability to use Trading Ticks, if you look at the daily, all you got to do is set these levels and just follow it. Don't go into it yet until you see a retracement or it breaks whatever level that you set. But these are important levels that CRM may hit or will hit before it bounces up. Understand? And tomorrow's Friday. So that means there's going to be a lot, especially in the morning, there's going to be a lot of red plays, a lot of puts. People are selling off. And sometimes people won't even sell off until probably like 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock. And then 1 o'clock, that's when you see that bad boy reverse going into next week. And it does that. SPY is a perfect example. SPY reverses a lot around 1 o'clock.
Man, I hate SPY. How y'all play that crap?
Yeah, SPY, and I can show you around 1 o'clock. Around 1 o'clock, this is the level.
Every day.
Yep. You see 12:30, around 1 o'clock, 12:30, it was trying to reverse here and went down. All right. This is it. 12:30, 1 o'clock here. It was going up, and you see what happened about 1 o'clock, 12:30, 1 o'clock. It went down just a tad bit. All right. Let's look at another one. 12:30. This is 12:30, 1 o'clock. It was trying to reverse. 1:30, it was trying to reverse. Let's look at the 13th. 12:30, 1:30 right here, and it was trying to reverse. So around 1 o'clock, SPY always try to reverse. Always. Always.
I see Salesforce drop like a whole $9 today. So yeah, for that type of drop in one day, it's not illogical for it to drop to 165 tomorrow. It could definitely go to 165.
It can definitely probably go. But again, once you set those levels, now here's what let's chart it. Let's chart it and watch it tomorrow. I want you to watch it, Jerome. So tomorrow, let's see here. And how much did it do? How much do CRM do daily? Today it did $9. It moved $9, $5, $4. Oh, so it moves a lot. So it moves around $4 or $5. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like you said, that's the perfect type of stock to want to trade anyway.
With a lot of movement, you can get in and out real quick. So right now it's at 175. So if it moves $5, it's going to be under that 167. It's going to be under 170, right? So it's going to go to 170. So if it moves up from here, it closed at 177. So if it closed at 177, I don't think, it won't make it. Yeah, it won't go up more because it would need at least a $20 move. And I doubt if Salesforce is going to make that $20 move. So it's going to make that $5 to $10 move on a downward trend.
And you guys got to be careful because if you pretty much scroll all the tickers, they have big red candles today.
Oh yeah, look at this. A lot of them. Semiconductors was bad. Financials, look at this. Healthcare, the EVs, energy, everything. Everything was down on my watch.
What does that gray mean? What does that gray mean? Just a bad day?
What gray?
What y'all was looking at?
Where you see that?
I thought it was over there, like on the side of that, say like X, yeah, like the
Oh,
little
that's just
dot or
him
whatever.
moving his cursor.
Oh, I'm just moving my cursor.
No, I was talking about like on the side of Netflix, like it's a little gray
Oh,
dot or
here?
something like that.
Here?
Yeah,
I
like the
don't
little-
really use it. I mean, this is the watch list details. Then it's the alerts that you set. It'll tell you all the alerts. Like I had damn, when did I post this? I posted this April 3rd. And I think see how I charted it? Just like that. This is back in April 3rd. So I was asking if by calls, if Snap moves over 42.50. So you can set you can set alerts. Now, I do it. Well, I need to start doing it. You can set alerts depending on the level. If you're watching other stocks, just set alert. Hey, if it goes over this, boom, we'll go in. If it goes below this, we'll go in. So my alert back on April 3rd was if Snap goes over 42.50 by calls. So that's really good. Then over here, it has news for the particular ticker. Snap swings to, lost. So it lost today. Oh no, when is it? Oh yeah, today. Yeah, it fucked up today. So this is news. Window data, what is this? I don't use it. Hot list, I don't use calendar. All this stuff really I don't really use except right here. Here and the alerts. Those are only two. You don't have to pay these running mind really.
All right.
All right, but yeah, that's it, guys. Any questions? Any questions?
What's my level again on CRM if it drops below?
Let's go back. All right, CRM, if it drops below 167.88, let it retrace back up to that price range. And if you see signs of more downward continuation, go in for puts.
I see right now the 165 put is only like $10.
You serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
For tomorrow.
shit. Hey, if it's right, if everything goes well, go for it.
Yeah, that's for now though. So
Go
you gotta
for
drop.
it. You got a day
67.
trade? Do you have a day trade available?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay.
If it dropped down though to that 167, because that 170, if it dropped at $10, it ain't gonna be $10 no more though. I'm thinking I might need to jump right in on that and just YOLO that.
Well, you know what? Was the earnings after market? for those?
I don't even think they had earnings. I don't even think CRM had no earnings.
Oh no, I'm talking about something else. My bad. My bad. No, it's going to go down more. Trust me. All signs are bearish right now. Now, when it open up, what I want you to do is simple. Just do this real quick. Go to the 5-minute. Do you have the orb on your indicator on your list?
Yeah, I think you did set that up for me already.
Set that. Okay. Go to the orb and only watch these particular levels. Once it's open, it's going to give you a block. It's going to give you a block like this. All right. Depending on how much it moved the first 5 minutes opening bell, if it goes down, right? If it goes down, and at least the second red candlestick, all right, that's one confirmation. Then what I want you to look at is this RSI. The RSI, if it's below the MA, which is the red line, then I want you to go in. That's a third confirmation. I'm sorry, that's a second confirmation. And if you want, let me see the MA. If you want the MA, all three, if it's the candlestick is below all three,
that's the third
lines, go for it.
Okay.
And as you can see, all day it was below that. Once it's below that, it just continued to go down. It tested it a little bit, it went down. Tested it, continued to go down.
That was some good money.
That was, yeah, stupid money too.
I missed it.
And you know what? And you know what? We missed a big one. We missed a big one today. Roblox would have paid us heavily.
Okay, I see that too.
This
Okay.
here would have paid. You can see it's under. So I would go right here. I would go. Go ahead.
Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah, so this would have been my play. The 5-minute orb, it would have been set. I would have went right here under the second close red, the red one right here. That was one confirmation. Second confirmation, it was way under the RSI. So that was a good, and then the third confirmation is those MA lines. It was right underneath it and far away from it. So the farther away it's from those lines, that direction is going to be greater, meaning that it's going to continue that momentum, that downward momentum, if it's further away from those lines. All this here was a perfect. We missed this one. Everybody would have been paid today.
That's
Well,
crazy.
you posted on Signal.
I
Last
did,
night.
but
Yeah.
Karen didn't watch it.
Okay.
Karen didn't watch it. Like you watched Zom, and we made money off of Zom.
Mhm.
Okay, that's why I want you guys to definitely be more in tune to the plays, because once I set those levels, once it's met, then we go in. And you got it right off the bat. And I love that about you, Jess. Keep doing that. Once I send you plays, just watch it. We make money off of it. And Roblox was cheap. Roblox was around I think it was around $40 to get in. That 40 probably would have made us around $300-400.
I look at it though, but I think I was doing something else.
You was doing something else? And
Yeah.
I was freaking on Tesla early morning. That fucked us up. I was on Tesla today. Tesla messed me up. Bastard. They beat earnings and look at this shit.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
I think.
Unbelievable.
Well, you didn't get it in the put side?
No, I got a call because I see what's going up. I got a call here and it fucked me up. Just like that. Bam. Because you see how I was so high here? I was like, oh, it's going to go. Man, I should just have
Yep.
just like that. What the hell happened? Let's go to another one. Yeah, so it messed me up. We could have got paid on Roblox if Karen would have called it. But that's okay. We're gonna next week. I'm gonna assign, some more people, just the stock, some cheap ones and some good ones, some expensive ones where we can all go in and get paid.
All right, sounds good.
All right, guys. So let's rock and roll. I'm gonna try to upload this real quick so you guys can look back at it over the weekend. So we can definitely rock and roll next week.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You got it.
All right, thank you.
Good night.
Have a
No
good
problem. Have a great night, guys.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, y'all. Take it easy.
All right, man. Good night.